What's going on? My name is Chris Young. I know you're a busy person, so I'm going to get right into it. So this video is going to be my #1 prospecting method that I'm going to share with you in this video. And if you stay to the end of the video, you're going to get a sweet bonus. It's a simple trick, but this little nuance is going to impress the daylights out of business owners who may not be already implementing this trick. So who is this for? Initially, it's for seasoned business owners that want to make more phone calls. If you own an SEO business and you want to get better at how to rank anything online, and the whole reason for doing this is one purpose: to get a business owner's phone ringing. They don't even care. They really don't about, when it all boils down to it, about their rank in Google. What they want is what everybody talks about, which is a ringing phone. Okay? Or if you want to start a business and you're looking how to help business owners so that you too can make a living while making a difference. So, quick heads up, I got a second prospecting method video. It's out now, and the third one's going to be coming soon, so stay tuned. But just a quick heads up on why you should listen to me and stay to the end is because in around 30 days of a time period, I helped a business owner who had a ticket price of about $1,500 per job. He closed over 200 of those jobs. So 100 is $150,000. So 200, you double that, $300,000. That's the kind of numbers that we're talking about for making a difference in a business owner's life. So what I'm going to share with you is the simple #1 prospecting method, because once upon a time, I also started in this space. Okay, everybody who's in this space once upon a time started. And what I learned when I was struggling to try and get clients up front, I would actually go call them up, or I'd go knock on the door and say, hey, you don't know me from Adam, but I'm Chris, and I can get you at the top of Google. I can get you a ton of phone calls, so pay me $1,000 to start. They'd be like, who ordained you to do this? No, I don't know you. I've never heard of you. Click. Or, hey, get out the door. Go beat feet. So what I figured out is I need to start giving free work. I need to give value. And when you start doing that up front, people will start to know, like, and trust you, and then they're going to buy from you. Now, the whole purpose for us doing this is so that we can land the meeting with the business owner so that we can start making good things happen. Now, some people have turned to me and go, well, Chris, you've been doing this a long time, you know? Do you still give free work? And well, maybe, sometimes, depending on what the situation is. But keep in mind that when you're starting out, you need to have a way to get your foot in the door. And if you don't know them, if you're not getting a referral, let's say you're like me when I started. You didn't have anybody. Nobody referred any business to me. I had to go out and find my own. And the way that I did that was I went out and I did free work. Primarily in the Google Map listing. I had a connection since I was a communication studies major in college. I was able to get them a featured story at a news station. That we got their story online. We were able to print it so they could hang it up in their office for all the guests and people coming into their office to check it out. So, but I'm going to share with you a quick trick on the Google Map listing, and it is so easy to do. So you pull up google.com, right? Just for posterity. Okay, and then you go to the search listing. Pick a service. Let's do dentist. Let's do Miami, Florida. Okay? So when you see the search results, just so we're all on the same page, no pun intended, sometimes you'll see Google AdWords ads up here, like you'll see at the bottom here. Oh, they're not here. Okay. Well, sometimes you'll see Google ads. Okay? And then you have a map listing, and then you'll have 10 organic listings, typically. Okay, but this is page 1. Now, up here is where a lot of the phone calls are coming. This is where a lot of people trust that they're going to find help with. But primarily here, and this is a give or take on some industries, but it's about 70% of people who are looking for services are going to be on this map listing. So it's important that people be in this map listing. But let's take a look at the first one. Let's see how this just actually looks. So it's pretty well put together. They got pictures, they got 39 reviews, they got high stars. We have a couple listings of where else they are. We have a website connected. We have hours listed. We have an address, a phone number. Feel kind of bad advertising this guy, but hey, FYI, it's free information, right? So let's take a look and compare where or what somebody looks like. Let's go a little bit further. Page 13. Okay, here's a possibility to start checking things out. So let me shift this over a little bit. So you have all these people on this page who have worked a little bit. They put some effort into it. They got some reviews. They got some stars. Let's look for somebody who doesn't have stars. Bam. Okay. So this person looks like they claimed their business. Unfortunately, we don't see a own this business or a claim my business. Otherwise, we'd be able to take this and go into them and say, hey, I want to help you claim this, and I'm willing to do it for free. I'm not exactly looking for a handout, but I'm showing you that I can do something of value for you. In exchange for, once I do a good job, sit down with me so we can talk about how we can move this relationship forward and start getting your phone to ring in the future. And be like, okay, free work, can't argue with that. But what you can do is go into here, and I'll show you how to get to this in a moment, but you can add the hours, you can add a website. If they don't have a website, you can charge them to build a website for them that's fully functional. And if you don't know how to do it, you can outsource it, okay? And we have ways inside our training to show you how to do that. So, but what else is interesting is this person's actually advertising on Yellow Pages. Check this out, okay? Yellow Pages, hard copy. I got this from my dad's place, and when I picked it up, I was like, hey, can I take a look at this? He's like, you can have it. But I had to blow the dust off, you know? That's the times we live in. Everybody is searching online. That's why this is so precious, valuable, and important. And I'm giving you this training for free. So you want to have a map listing if you have a business. So, just to go back, when we go to the home page, this is where you want to be. But you're probably not always going to be there on the first try when you create or fabricate your map listing. The very first thing you want to do is claim your map listing. And the way you do that is you go to google.com/places. I think business works too. All right, let's do it in the search bar. google.com/places. I'm on Google Chrome, by the way. I highly recommend it, especially if you're deciding to join us and learn how you can do this for yourself and start getting your foot in the door with some clients. So I already have a Gmail address, so I'm going to click sign in. But if you don't have a Gmail address, number one, I highly recommend you get one. And number two, you can go over here and click start now. But I'm clicking sign in because that's cool. So I want to show you something real quick. This is a company that I dissolved. But once everything is set up and you log back in, you're going to see this kind of layout. You have the phone number, the hours of operation, the website, the location, the type of service, and, oh, I don't think I used $100 in free ad credits. I don't know if they still do this. But the thing I wanted to point out to you is when you actually go to create this, you're going to want to put in some photos, okay? You have a logo, a profile, a cover photo, and then some additional photos that are photos of the business in action, okay? You have the work at work, you have the team, you have an identity, again, cover, profile, logo, whatever it is you want to do. But the key is to, once you get a gig and you land somebody who is open to doing this, help them out, okay? Really deck it out and help them out. So I just changed accounts. I don't know what's going on. Oh, no, I do. I authorize. Okay, hang tight. Okay, I'm back. I just had to, it was weird, wonky what was going on, but I fixed it. Okay, we're good. So when you log in, when you hit the Start Now button, that big green button on the side, or you sign in, you typically come to a page like this where you get to fill out all the business information. Type in the category, website, and then if you deliver goods and services to your customers at their location, meaning like if you were to travel to home or wherever they go, like maybe if you're a caterer, you would click yes, but otherwise if you want people coming to you, you click no and continue. So as you're progressing through this, you need to keep in mind that you're going to need a physical location to send a postcard. There may be some other options on how to verify this, but you're going to have to verify your listing once you actually have this processed. And the important reason for that is so you too can have this opportunity to have these kinds of amazing listings where you're going to have a ton of photos. You're going to have an opportunity, a place for people to put reviews on whether they liked your service and what they'd recommend. Put a website there, like I said, and this brings me to the end of the video. So quick trick for those of you who stayed to the end. This phone number for the business, now it's always good to have a business phone number, keep it separate from your personal. Some people still use their personal cell phones. Some people get a separate cell phone. But what I recommend is, if you don't want to do that, or you don't want to go that route, you can always get something called a tracking number. It's a recorded line where you can record all the calls, and it's got a little whisper feature on there. You can let people know that the call is being recorded so you can be in compliance. It's the law. And by recording those calls, the dentist, your client, tree care guy, a business owner, they'll be able to go back and listen in on those phone calls and track the progress of what's going on, so they too can expand their customer service, they can expand the quality of the conversations that are happening, and see how people are doing on closing business, so they can adjust things as they see fit. See, the trick here is to expand, and that's our goal. That's what we want to do. You can't really do that by getting just a bigger ad in the phone book, because, okay, they're going to see a bigger ad if they go look in that hard copy. Okay, that's dinosaur material where they're looking for services on here. And if you're not at the top of that map listing, bottom line, you're not going to be able to do this. Now, there are some other strategies out there. I acknowledge that. But as of right now, what we're talking about is search engine optimization. And instead of paying per click, you can rank something at the top, do it in such an awesome way like we're doing it on the inside, and you too can have something pasted at the top of the map listing and at the top here. Now, quick question. Do you want to have just one property here and one property here? Or do you want to have multiple listings here from multiple websites that you've generated? And do you want to have a couple pages here from your website? Do you want a YouTube video? Do you want your Facebook listing? You know, do you want to just compete in the marketplace, or do you want to dominate and be all over the first page? Okay, what we're talking about is dominating the marketplace, not just in one city, but in surrounding cities as well, so we can get the phones ringing off the hook for your business or your client's business. Either way, we're going to get you some phone calls, and that's the way to do it. My name is Chris Young. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you, and much to your success. See ya.